Hello friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my daily predictions and analysis for gold, Dow Jones and Nasdaq. In this analysis, we'll see with the help of candlestick charts and indicators how these instruments are expected to behave throughout the US cash session. As I expected earlier in the day, we have seen a high for all the instruments and now trading with a drop. Now what is going to happen? Let's start the day with gold first. And before we start, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can stay tuned with the latest analysis. The next video will be up tomorrow for these instruments along with FTSE 100, Germany 40, India index and oil natural gas as well. So press the bell icon. Let's start the day with gold first. Now this is the 3-hour charts for gold and you can see there is a clear cut support here, and first the support at 1891, now the support at 1897, and with this as support it is trying to reach higher highs. So yes, there is a little barrier at 1910, as I have told in my daily analysis early in the morning today, that yes, we are looking forward to a rise, and this level at 1910 will provide a little resistance if it continues to rise on the upside. That is what precisely has happened. However, it is trying to trade in range. Let's have a look what the charts are saying. Say 3-hour stochastic is now looking downwards. Probably there is a gap, still bullish. It may try to return again on the buy side and probably may rise. Why? Because see, the MACD has just crossed over and this is only first green candle. Probably we may see one more green candle out there, and hence it can reverse again on the buy side. May try to achieve 1918, 1920 and 1922-24 zone also. RSI now looking upwards. Let's have a look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, similarly, see, on the 4-hour charts, on the contrary, higher lows and higher highs. So expanding ascending triangle, that is what I can say. And yes, the high on this side is around 1915, 1920 levels. Probably it may try to, but there is a greater resistance at around 1924 level. So if it continues to rise, we may see it hitting at 1924 probably, but it has to cross and sustain above 1910 levels. What it will do, it will also bring the stochastic on the 4-hour charts to overbought levels, and yes, the MACD will again cross over on the buy side, and this green candle has also lifted the RSI to the normal zones. Now look at the 2-hour charts. On the 2-hour charts, similarly, but remember, if it breaks 1897 any point of time, now we will see 1890 again, and then below that it may try to break, but only short below 1890. That is very clear. Once it drops below 1890, we can go short. And if you look at the 2-hour stochastic, that is again trying to enter into overbought zone. MACD has crossed over. It is white divergent. Probably we may see more green candles. RSI is now out of the oversold zone. And if you look at the hourly charts, similar is the story on the hourly charts. The support now at around 1900 and 1903 levels. So I don't expect that. Probably it may try to sustain the support at 1903 and 1900 levels, and with that it can try to reverse again. That is what is expected. Coming back to the daily charts, which is more important for now, look at the daily charts. 100 period average giving it a support, strong support at 1890. As I have told, 1891 I have always followed this level, if you recall, while the gold was below 80 towards 1900 levels, and I had told that time also 1891 is a strong support. And let me show you why I am saying so. Now this, look at this, how many candles have got the support at 1890 1891 zones, and this was the time when I had told that with this as support it is trying to rise. Now again it tried to achieve, and this time again it tried to achieve, failing to break this level. If it does, then there is a sharper drop ahead, which might take it towards 1870, 1860 and 1836 levels. Remember 1836, I'll tell you if it goes that way. But right now, yes, with the support at 1890, it is trying to rise, and as I told, previous candle lower highs, and right now even if it tries to rise, it can try to go till towards 1915, 1920 levels. And as I had told earlier in the day today, that one can remain long beyond 1900 levels and we can expect a little rise. Look at the daily stochastic. There is a crossover. It is now trying to enter into buy zone, and that is what precisely we are seeing a reversal here. Look at the MACD. The MACD was white divergent. It was almost reaching its peak. Now it is trying to converge from here probably, and we may see a greener candle only. But yes, it has to break 1910 for it to sustain the upper levels. So yes, on to sum it up, till the time it remains above 1903, one can remain long on gold. And yes, it has to go past by 1910 levels for now for it to achieve 1915, then 1918, 1922 and 24. It can try to go somewhere in between a 1918 to 1922 zone at least must be achieved if it continues to trade above 1910 levels. So this is what is expected today. Probably take your positions accordingly. At the same time, if you see it trading below 1897, if you see it trading below 1897, you can go short. The target is again 1891. It may try to take a support at 1891. In fact, it can try to create further lows achieving 1888, and below that it will try to drop directly. There is a sharper drop. If it breaks below 1888, we may see a sharper drop in gold where it is expected to go towards 1880, 1870, 1860 levels. So stay cautious, only long above 1910, and a short entry can be taken below 1897 levels. Now these $13 you have to spare it, so take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at Nasdaq 100. Now this is US 100 on the hourly charts, and you can see this was the zone which has started this breakout here. This was at around 13350 levels, and yes, if you see, it is trying to, this is the support. Now at around, there is a support at around 13350 levels. So in fact, this zone at 13350 and 13300 is going to be fairly important. It may get a very strong support and a pushback from these levels. It can achieve these levels, and a bounce back from there can be expected, as how we have seen yesterday. Now also on the hourly charts, this is overbought right now. If you see, it was overbought and now it is seen a good drop. Now looking downwards, probably may go oversold, but there is a strong support at 13410, and from there we'll see how it behaves. Why? Because the hourly charts, the MACD has just crossed over and it is still on sell. RSI is now looking downwards from here. And if you look at the 2-hour charts, on the 2-hour charts, on the contrary, see, another observation to make here is, see, this is the retracement it is trying to follow, and this is the channel it is trying to trade within. So any rise beyond 13600 is definitely a boon, and beyond that definitely it will rise. However, for now it appears that it has to get a little resistance there. Also look at the closely at the charts here. Now on the 2-hour charts, 13500 and 13540, these levels are going to remain, rather I will say 13500 550 zone is going to remain a fairly strong zone for US 100 to pass by. Look at the 2-hour stochastic. This is also right now in bear zone. The red line is above the black line, indicating probable bearishness. However, there is a convergence here, so probably once you see it trading below, beyond 13520, you can go long. Right now the MACD is also trying to converge here, hence I will be a little bit cautious. And if you look at the 3-hour charts, on the 3-hour chart, see, it is getting a fairly strong support at this zone, that is 13450 levels. It is trying to create a base out there. So previous base was this, failed to rise, and then we have seen a sharp red candle. Now from here it may try to drop below 13450. Rather, one can go short below 13430, and one can expect that it may try to drop sharply. I will give you the levels at the end of this analysis. Just listen to the story first, and below that we may see it coming back to 13350, 330 zone. US 100 looking downwards here, MACD trying to converge from here, and RSI is at comfort zone. Look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour chart, see, once again, first let me show you what it is trying to do. It is trying to create a channel of its own. After this sharp drop, it has seen a retracement, and after this retracement, it is trying to again look downwards. And see, this is the 20 period and simple exponential moving average, which is trying to give it a strong resistance at around 13580 levels, you can say so precisely. And on the downside, there is a support at around 13410. So if it breaks 13410, it will directly lend towards 13350 levels, 330 levels, and then in fact 13300, which may provide a very strong support for US 100 for any downward move. Right now it is in a mode to retrace probably, but we have to be cautious. and any move above 13520 you can go long for 13550, 13580 and plus levels. Look at the 4-hour stochastic, again on sell side here. It is overbought now, and hence if it drops we should not be surprised here. But MACD is still on buy and it is almost running parallel. Now let's come back to the most important and chart here, that is the daily charts. On the daily charts the story is different here, and if you look at the channel which it is trying to create, the highs are far away at around 14,000 levels. I have told you yesterday also, at around close to 14,000 the high of the channel is. Probably it may try to retrace back till there, and that is around these levels, 13,950, 14,000 levels. If not today, some point of time it may try to retrace back here. But yes, on the downside there is a strong support at around 13,200 levels as well. And if you look at closely on the daily charts here, see previous candle lower lows and this candle higher highs. Now the equilibrium, if you see previous candle highs 13,583 and the lows at around 13,187, almost 600 points. So you have to reduce 300 points, that is the equilibrium point, that makes it to around 13,300. So it can try to come back to 13,300 levels before it looks forward to rise. It can come back to 13,300, 13,280 levels. Now these levels are going to be stronger support for US 100 for any further drop. So this is what is it appears. And US 100 on the daily chart, the stochastic is bullish, it is looking upwards. Hence if it rises I won't be surprised. If it breaks 13,600 I won't be surprised. If it achieves 13,800 I won't be surprised there. Now MACD is still on sell, must converge from here. So considering this, let me give you the trading levels for the. So I'll recommend you to take a long entry at 13,525. If you see it trading beyond 13,525, the next target is 13,570, and if it breaks this I will directly expect it to, first target is at around 13,620 and then it will fly towards 13,700 and 13,840 levels. If not today, probably tomorrow it may try to achieve these levels. We have to be cautious here. On the downside, on the contrary, yes, one can remain short here and one can expect, but at what levels to go short? See, I am looking forward to a support at around 13,410 levels. So if it breaks 13,410 you can go short. So if it breaks below 13,410, the next target is 13,350. Rather I will say it is almost, yes, you can take 13,350 and below that it will try to hit 13,290 levels. If it breaks this zone at 13,290, there is going to be a sharper drop towards 13,250 and 200 levels. Below that 13,120 will come into picture. I'll be cautious here. We may see a bounce back. I am expecting for US 100 to retrace back on the upside. Hence, one can go long above 13,525 levels. Take your positions accordingly. Maybe towards the next candle, maybe towards the next 4-hour candle, we may see a rise. So first, it may try to come back with the US cash session. Once it opens, it may try to drop a bit towards 13,350, 300, 290 levels, and from there one can expect a little retracement again on the upside. So take your positions accordingly. Now let's say we look at US 30. See US 30 on the hourly charts having a barrier at 34,000. It is trying to create a fall there, and probably we may see sharper red candles which may take it towards 33,820, 33,700 levels. Now this is what it appears on the hourly charts, but hourly stochastic is near to bottom and MACD is just crossed for a sell here. So I'll be cautious there. Mixed signals here. Let's have a look at the 2-hour charts. On the 2-hour charts, see 3 red candles getting the support at around 33,900 level, 33,850 levels. This is going to be very strong support level, and from there if it breaks 34,000 one can go long again. That is what it appears on the 2-hour charts. And stochastic is almost near to bottom. MACD trying to converge again for a sell. RSI is at comfort zone. And if you look at the 3-hour charts, on the 3-hour charts, see it is trying to reverse from here, and there is a 20 period moving average which may provide a little resistance. Hence once it cross 34,000, rather 34,040 levels, one can go long and one can expect that it is going to head towards 34,200, 34,350 levels. In fact plus levels can also be expected. And yes, there is a support at 33,800 for sure. If it breaks 33,800, see the previous candle almost 34,150 to 33,900, 150 points, and now from here 33,950. If it continues to drop, rather 33,900, if it continues to drop, 33,810 and then 33,750 levels can be expected. Almost look at the 3-hour stochastic looking downwards, MACD running parallel and still on buy. 4-hour charts has a story to tell. Let's hear to that story. The high here can be at around 34,000, breaking 34,000. Yes, you can go long. There is a little resistance at around 34,100 and 34,180 levels. If it breaks 34,180, we can expect it to hit 34,400, 500 levels also. On the downside, there is a support at 33,800, breaking which one can expect it to drop till towards 33,600 levels. 4-hour stochastic overbought, hence it needs to drop a bit, maybe a red candle, and then a bounce back can be expected. But at the same time, the MACD on the 4-hour chart is just crossed over and 2 green candles, hence probably it may diverge more and hence bullish move can be expected here. And if you look at the daily charts beautifully, the exponential 50 period moving average giving it a resistance here. How beautifully these two candles are getting the resistance at around 34,180, 150 levels, and then 34,200 should be a very strong resistance. Any move beyond 34,200 will try to bring it towards this zone, that is 34,400, 34,600 and 34,700 levels. I will be watchful of that. Now look at the daily stochastic, it is still on buy and it is reversed here, hence I'll be cautious with the shorts, little bit cautious with the shorts. MACD is white divergent and still on sell side, hence it needs to converge and we may see a greener candle towards the end of the day for it to converge, for MACD to converge and remain parallel. So now we have seen the charts. Now let me give you the trading levels for the day. First, let's talk about where to go long. So I'll recommend you to go long at around 34,030 levels. If it breaks this, you can expect 34,100, 34,180, and once it breaks this zone, it is going to hit 34,300 level, which is going to be a good resistance, and 34,400 larger resistance. Beyond that, every 100 points beyond 3400, 300, there is a little resistance, so take your positions accordingly. It can try to go back till towards 34,600 level if it continues to rise. On the contrary, on the downside, see right now trading at 33,930 and there is a stronger support at 33,810 levels. Hence, I will only recommend you to go short at 33,810 on. You have to spare these 200 points. You have to be very cautious. Because I am looking forward to a reversal, I will recommend you not to trade between these 200 points. Below 33,800, I will expect it to hit 33,680, 33,570 and 33,500, and below that we may see a sharper fall which will try to bring it towards 33,300, 33,100 level. These are markets, anything is possible, sky is the limit on the downside and the upside as well. So take your positions accordingly, and if you have any queries related to your trading or trading related concerns, you can reach out to me via Telegram or email. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Also, you can be part of my mentorship batch. The next batch is starting on 9th of May. Learning is a lifelong investment. First invest in your learning, and definitely the strategies taught will help you become a efficient and proficient trader. Reach out to me for details. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.